Are UFOs real? That seems like a rash claim that a crazy person would make. However, unidentified flying objects are real in every sense of the word. Although unidentified flying objects are real, that doesn't mean that the alien type of UFO is. The alien claimed UFOs do exist, perhaps in people's minds or perhaps in the real world. It's true that UFOs exist somewhere, but the question is, are they purely imagination, or are they a cold hard fact? Many UFO-like objects have been documented. In fact, ancient people have been documenting them in many ways. You see cave paintings around showing ships and strange people coming out of them. The question are these drawings and stories changed at all? At time before photographic evidence and writing, stories were passed down by words and art. If these are real, we don't know if they were passed down or original. No two things are exactly the same, and if stories were changed, or even figments of imagination, this is the problem with using older sources, as they cannot be proven to be accurate. Since older UFO sources are almost always irrelevant, many people have to look at modern sources. The good news is that there are plenty of modern sources to look at. Every year, on average, there are 70,000 reported UFO sightings. However, even out of this huge number of UFO sightings per year, there's still a problem. The problem is that over 95% of these sightings are fake. And 95% of fake sightings are mostly people mistaking other things for UFOs. That shows that humans see what they want to see. This also means that UFOs are one of the first things people point to when they can't explain something. This wastes time for organizations that are trying to find real UFOs and creates a sort of UFO skeptic in the general public. However, the less than 5% of cases that can't be explained should be taken seriously. The small amount of cases are the cases shown on UFO TV shows, making it look like there are more legitimate cases than there actually are. The small amount of cases seems legitimate, however, none are concrete evidence. The alternative is that these cases are covered up by the military. If this were the case, then no UFO cases would ever happen. The U.S. government would do a better job of hiding something if they were involved. The whole system is flawed, as there is no concrete proof whatsoever of UFOs. It all boils down to aliens. The universe has a huge amount of worlds in it. However, if there were many species that have the technology to reach the Earth, it wouldn't matter. If the amount of alien worlds was that high, it wouldn't make Earth special. In fact, scientists calculate that if this were a real scenario, and lots of aliens had the resources to reach us, it would still only be reached every 100,000 years. So this mainly eliminates the argument that UFOs are caused by aliens. The one side that remains is the side that says UFOs are caused by the government. This again seems impossible. However, UFO reports could be a show meant for other governments to back off from wars against a different government. It seems highly unlikely. However, the state with the most UFO sightings is California, a state that doesn't seem like it's being watched by other nations. This means that it's unreasonable for UFOs to be made by the government. All this evidence makes it completely unreasonable to believe in UFOs. The question is why people still do. This can be answered by a sort of thrill sensation. If people believe in UFOs, it gives them a sort of thrill when something strange and unexplainable happens. To them, it is their UFO moment. To another person who would get completely freaked out, it might be better in a sense to believe in UFOs as an explanation of something without getting completely spooked out of your mind. So this shows that there might be a slight advantage in believing in UFOs. Still, the slight chance for UFOs to be real, and the less than 5% of sightings that could be real, a few might. The problem is that UFOs to be considered real, there must be consistent evidence. However, evidence is not consistent, and that is what is needed for UFOs to be taken seriously. The evidence so far is a few independent cases that have no trend yet. The one and only thing needed for UFOs to be taken even a little seriously is this trend. If there was a trend, then that would mean UFOs follow some sort of system, and we would know them better. In the coming years, if there's a trend in UFO activity, or if it is consistent, then that would greatly increase the chance for UFOs to be real. However, we can't tell anything now since we can't see the future. However, as it currently stands, there's no proof that UFOs exist. But proof can change in an instant. One huge case could change it all.